All right, so this is a question similar to 3.5.5 on your homework. And just like all the others, it says find the derivative. All right, that's basically all we're doing this week. Find the derivative of the following function. Y equals sine of x plus 7 times the square root of x plus 8 divided by e to the x. Okay, so remember that a derivative is what we call linear. That means that we can just take the derivative of each of these terms and then add them all together. There's nothing fancy like with the products that we have to use a special rule when we're dealing with addition. So I'm just going to take a derivative of each of the terms. Derivative of sine of x, that's just cosine x, right? That's not so bad. Derivative of 7 times the square root of x. Well, that might be a little more difficult. Remember that I can rewrite the square root of x as x to the 1/2 power. And then I can apply my exponentiation rule on this, my power rule. So I'm taking this 1/2 power down, multiplying that out front, so I get 7/2. And then I am subtracting 1 from that power, so I get -1/2. Okay, now this last term, this 8 over e to the x, I'm going to have to use my quotient rule for that currently, right? So what does the quotient rule say? Well, it says that this 8 over e to the x, what do? I take the derivative of the top times the bottom. So derivative of the top is 0 times the bottom, that's e to the x. And then I subtract the derivative of the bottom, which is e to the x, times the top, which is 8. And then I divide it by the bottom squared, so e to the 2x. Okay, so let's simplify what I have here. So cosine x up front. And then if I want to rewrite this, I can rewrite it as 7 divided by 2 times the square root of x. Then over here, what do I have? Well, I have negative e to the x times 8, but I'm dividing by e to the x 2 more times, right? So I really have -8 over e to the x. And there you have it. That is the derivative of the function that we were given.